She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Fuck. She sells fuck. She sells seashells by the seashore. Fuck this. Hey there everyone, now today we're going to do a commentary video, as much as I don't like doing them anymore because I feel like the genre is just kind of, it's not even a genre anymore, it's just kind of every YouTuber giving their own 2 cents about some shit that's gone in a week anyway, and it kind of gives the videos no value, or, you know, it's kind of like a time limit of talking about a subject, and there's no real rewatchability in those types of videos. So that's why I have personally moved away from these types of videos. But this today is something that I just kind of want to rant about. It's not really like, oh, this YouTuber should be taken off the platform. Oh, this TikToker is eating Tide Pods and dabbing wrong. I don't care about stupid drama. Okay, I just don't care anymore. It's an endless cycle of circle jerks, and I don't like really being a part of it. So even if I do the occasional commentary video like this one, I'm gonna count it as a commentary video, as much as the genre again doesn't even exist. But today in this video I want to talk about something that's kind of it's a little bit of a nerdy topic, and it's something that I've been involved with, and it's to do with cryptocurrency mining. Now, I personally have started mining a little bit late into the cycle, admittedly, given you know, what's going to happen, which I will get onto later, but I am part of the problem currently. For all of you guys who want to get PC hardware, you want to get GPUs, and it's literally all my fault. I take full responsibility, and no, okay, what it actually is, I know it's easy to blame people mining, but in my experience, I've been buying expensive graphics cards anyway when I've personally been mining, so, you know, it's not really like I'm getting cheap graphics cards in bulk prices that, you know, are just coming out of thin air that manufacturers are giving to me. That's not happened. For some people it does when they buy directly from manufacturers, but again, they're doing that, and, you know, the manufacturers are allowing it, they're making money, you know, boom, but that's just how it works, supply and demand. Now, in all actuality, what it actually does come down to is basically how much silicone they can manufacture for graphics cards, and pretty much this has also affected the automobile industry as well. So graphics cards aren't the only thing that's being affected currently. And it's pretty much down to the current pandemic and how a lot more people are working from home, and, you know, they need more resources at their home that they would usually have in, say, like an office building where they would go to work. And so that's really driven up demand to kind of higher than supply can meet right now. So demand is way higher than the manufacturers can create, which in turn has created a shortage. And what this also caused was just basically a bunch of bots buying up all the graphics cards they had and then selling them for exorbitant amounts of money on the second-hand market, aka known as scalping, which is really just so great. So that gives you a little bit of a recap onto sort of the area we're in right now, for anyone who doesn't know why there's currently a graphics card shortage, because I know a lot of you are probably into PC gaming, or gaming in the very least, or probably just even thinking about it currently, and you've looked at graphics cards and gone, wow, how does anyone afford this? Well, to give you the honest answer, nobody does. And now we get onto the real actual topic of this video, of what I really want to talk about, and that is how manufacturers are really dealing with this. Well, first off, AMD gave up. They didn't really care. They said they weren't going to stop miners or anyone from buying their cards. And now it comes down to the big boy, the bigger brother, the big cheese, the big cojones, which is the company known as Nvidia, which is the most popular graphics card manufacturer out there currently still. And basically they have tried to handle it, and I say tried with quite a large grain of salt, kind of like a cluster of salt, kind of like a meteorite of salt, kind of like an actual solar eclipse of salt. But at least they're doing more than AMD to combat this, right? Well, the thing is, now Nvidia earlier this year, on the 25th of February, released an RTX 3060. And if you didn't know, the 30 is just basically whatever series Nvidia's in, and they're currently in the 30 series. So there's the 3060, 3070, 3080, and there's going to be a 3080 Ti soon coming out, and it'll probably be out slightly after this video. But this 3060 was made to pretty much combat all the miners who bought up the 3080 cards, the 3070s, and kind of just left gamers with nothing, because they used bots on Nvidia's marketplace to buy them all up. And yes, Nvidia let it happen. So the 3060 came out, well, I say it came and went in, what was it, like 5 seconds? And it was gone, so it didn't really come out. It was kind of teased, I'll say. It didn't really actually really make a drop in the ocean, as it were, clearly. But anyway, this card was released with a driver, and what this driver apparently did was it was to limit what is called the hash rate, which basically controls how much cryptocurrency, the speed of which you can mine on a specific card. And well, that sounds good, right? It sounds like miners wouldn't want it because it's slow in hash. Oh wait, no, they straight up released it. They released a driver, and that kind of nipped that in the bud, and it became a mining card again. And so Nvidia saw this, and they were like, you know what, bruv, let's try something different. So what Nvidia decided to do after this debacle kind of happened, and just was a complete embarrassment, actually, to be completely honest, Nvidia basically decided that they were going to just go and kind of work on something a little bit different, kind of get a new product out there, you know, one that wouldn't flop as hard as the 3060 did. And what they're releasing is the low hash rate cards. And what that will mean is basically it's supposed to cut the actual hash rate power of the card in half, meaning it's less appealing for miners. So instead of working on their marketplace where bots can pretty much buy them all up and scalpers can make all the money they want off of it because, you know, who cares, right? People are gonna just buy them and sell them on the secondhand market for insane prices. Now, my main gripe with this whole thing basically is a lot of people who will buy graphics cards now, who are buying them for a more inflated price than they should actually be sold for, through scalpers or just the secondhand market being inflated, are really kind of doing it and then also mining a bit of cryptocurrency themselves to kind of cover the costs. And the thing is, when people actually buy these cards now, they're not even going to be able to recoup some of the money that they're overspending by mining a little bit of cryptocurrency and then selling it off to make back some of the money they overspent. So in short, light hash rate isn't going to do a goddamn thing to actually stop people from scalping these and selling them on to people. Because for a lot of people, mining isn't even the first priority. People want to game on these cards and not even mine, or people want to create content and not even mine on them. So miners aren't even the problem. But Nvidia sees it a different way that miners are just buying up all these cards and it's nothing to do with scalpers, which are really the main kind of problem when actually selling these cards at the moment. And now the thing is as well, that's kind of also an extra kick in the teeth to people, Ethereum is currently, at the time of this video, the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine. And what this means is that people who will want to quickly recuperate the value won't be able to, because they're going to be forced to mine some other sort of coin, so it doesn't actually, in fact, get rid of even all the crypto that you could mine with this card, because it only affects one algorithm that Ethereum uses, which is basically the most popular coin to mine at the current moment because of the high profitability from it. Now, another reason why this is completely stupid in my opinion is because Ethereum's moving into something called proof of stake soon, and it's currently in something called proof of work. And the difference between proof of stake and proof of work are, one, basically it can be mined, and in the other, it can't. And the current developers of Ethereum actually expect the currency to move into proof of stake by the end of 2021. So really, you haven't got that long of actually even blocking off Ethereum from being mined on it. And now the way I also see this is I see it as a huge money-making opportunity for Nvidia that they're purposely doing, because they're actually not doing any sort of light hash rates on their higher end cards, which cost upwards of $1,000, and these are usually supposed to be used for workstations like heavy video editing, or say Blender projects, or any sort of 3D rendering software that people are using to create things. So basically they want miners to buy these really expensive cards whilst not giving them the opportunity to buy the cheaper ones that are actually more profitable because they use less power than the more high-end cards. So in summary, what's going to happen when these light hash rate cards actually launch is scalpers are still going to buy them, people are still going to be buying them off the scalpers for 2 to 3 times the price, except instead of them having normal hash rates like they did on their sort of first batch of cards that they released, instead people aren't going to be making their money back, and it's just going to kind of put people in a worse financial situation than they're currently in when they're buying these cards from scalpers already. So you may be asking yourself, what can they do? What's a better solution than limiting the hash rate for the most profitable cryptocurrency out there? Well, in my personal opinion, the better solution is to actually get on top of their marketplace of where they're selling them and, get in control of how these bots are just buying up all the cards and limiting it to 1 per customer, which, doesn't always work, but at least it's something in the right direction, and really just get on top of really controlling the output of the cards rather than trying to make them less profitable for the people who actually can get their hands on them. And now there's plenty of companies out there who already have this under control, and if they have a certain product that's in high demand, they seem to have an alright time with controlling it. And these are a lot of smaller companies usually than Nvidia, which is a multi-billion-dollar company, so there's really no excuse as to why their marketplace is so shady and, kinda can't get this under control. Let's all be honest. They could, they just don't want to. So yeah, Nvidia, at the highly unlikely chance you ever see this video because, YouTube's algorithm and everything like that, and people just, generally probably not caring, I want to just say this. Fix your marketplace and stop the bots, and also don't let people scalp your products. End of. Anyway, that's gonna just kind of do it for this rant video. There's probably a lot of stuff I kind of missed out, but if you're interested in this, tell me how you feel in the comments. Tell me things that you think personally they could use to fix this scenario they're in. It's a little bit of a difficult scenario, I know, but personally, again, I think fixing the marketplace is the way to go in this situation, instead of limiting profitability for the people who are lucky enough to actually get their hands on these, kind of very in short supply cards. That isn't even English. Very in short supply cards. Anyway, a little bit of an update on me currently as well, because a lot of you guys are probably wondering what I've been doing. Just really streaming a lot. You know, can't really go outside currently. Well, I mean, I can, but not to many places, so that's awesome. But I have now had my second COVID jab, and no, my skin has not currently turned inside out. But hey, stay tuned. It still might. Still might, conspiracy theorists. And yeah, also on top of that, I've just pretty much been trying to start up a little bit of a crypto mining farm, because I just want to, get into sort of investing and kind of growing my money a lot. And I feel like that's a nice, easy way to start. It's a little bit risky, but instead of actually buying it on the marketplace like a lot of people will do, because it's a lot cheaper to do, instead, I've decided to do that as it's safer, lower profits, but it's safer because you can always create more cryptocurrency than, say, if the price goes down, you'll just end up losing money, saying if you're, actually buying it on a marketplace. So yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for a little bit of a rant and an update. I hope you guys like this. I know it's a bit different, and I know it's a bit nerdy, but still, all the same, I hope it was at least informative and, you enjoyed it. So, anyway, love you guys very much, and let's just see how this whole thing pans out. And, it's a pretty interesting situation, but, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed again. Love you guys very much. I'll speak to you again very soon. Love you. Jesus Christ.
Just take a look at the drip. You boys don't get flyer than this. Roll a dope, yeah, I'm high as a bitch. Wait, it's lit. Gave that little bitch a little tip. Now she wanna suck on the dick. She wanna catch all of the drip, drip, drip. Pull up and I'm loading the clip. New bitch, yeah, stay on my hip. Niggas talking, they not with this shit.